Men. What is holding you back from asking that girl out? Crippling fear of rejection. I just don't know who that girl is. This one really hit home. The lack of that girl at the current moment. Pretty much. I might work myself up over it, as we all do to an extent, but I don't have much of an issue with pulling the trigger on making my intentions known. But lately my routine social interactions haven't allowed me to meet many women that I'm wanting to take that step on. So I've had an absence of that girl in my life for the last few years. However, the couple of women that have been interested in me, it's been very much mutual, but then fizzled out for other reasons. So I've got that going for me, which is nice. I'm asking her tomorrow. Pray for me. Will give update edit. 19 hours later. She said yes. I'll be waiting. u/juicy_kebab 420 still waiting. LMAO bro shui up either the guy replied. LMAO. Wrecked. Oh, I did ask her out. She said yes then backed out last minute. So I gave it some time and she seemed flirty, so I asked her out again, and she said yes. Then she backed out again last minute, so I leave it alone. She seems really excited to help me get a new job working with her, despite I did not prompt that interaction or ask for help. It's been 2+ months since the first date attempt. I'm not just gonna consider her actions friendly because Seth Bull is in her court if she wants more, which I strongly doubt. Way to go. Sounds like she's playing games. What were her reasons for backing out? She hasn't shown interest. I don't want to go out with a woman who doesn't want to go out with me. Edit. This got more replies than I expected, so I'm adding a bit more here. The woman in question trains at my jiu-jitsu gym, so we see one another pretty much every day. I don't want it to become an awkward space for either of us. No shitting where you eat, so to speak. I'm confident enough to ask a woman out, but I'm not sufficiently interested in this woman to deal with the potential problems that could arise. The girl I'm dating right now never showed any interest until I asked her out. I got tired of this mentality and just said F it and did it. She even told me recently that she never saw me that way until I asked her out, so you really never know. Some stupid confidence can go a long way. My ex went out with me mostly because she was bored. I guess she had to at least have been attracted to me even a little. Eventually we fell in love hard. Love at first sight is very rare. Sometimes a girl will say fuck it, let's see where this goes. I feel like I don't have the mental fortitude to chase a relationship in hopes of her developing feelings down the road. Glad it worked out for you though. My dental state is not where I want it to be. ATM. I refuse to bring in a woman knowing damn well my mouth kinda smells. I'm a attractive person, but orally that's holding me back. I really thought this was a typo on mental state, but then I read the rest, and also D is very far from M. Literally true. She's dating someone else, she's in another state, she takes a month to reply to my messages, several others are in the past. Move on. Trust me, I've been where you are. Just get out there and meet new people. You'll meet the right one eventually, and don't compromise who you are for anybody else. Find someone who complements you instead of completing you, and always strive to be a better person. I needed to hear this. Thanks. You're welcome. You got this, buddy. Anxiety. I recently asked a girl at work if she's single, and I almost fainted right afterwards. I don't think she's interested. The hardest part is done then. Friend. Chill. Low self-esteem and fear of being rejected. Honest question. If I, a woman, can tell a guy probably has low esteem or confidence, should I ask him? Or does that make it worse? I like this guy I barely know through friends. He's 40s, divorced. Small town guy. I get the feeling he doesn't date much. If you mean to ask him out, yeah, it would help him a lot. Yes, ask him out. I was going to ask him for coffee. Go for it. My compulsory military service, which is soon ending. I'm going on leave in 5 days and getting discharged after my leave ends. So I'll ask her out in 3 days time. Hopefully she hasn't committed to anyone else by then. Update, she said yes to a date next week. I don't know if she will come through, but we'll see. while you're waiting to get out your last day. It's like rein. I don't want the rejection. And after my ex, I don't want to succeed either. So well said. She hasn't given me any indication that she wants me to ask her out. As a woman, genuinely curious, what would you consider an indication that she wants you to ask her out? My first date was because one of her friends told me she liked me and I should ask her out. She sat across from me every day at lunch talking to me, giving hints and such. I never noticed because I thought she was being nice. Being straightforward is the best way. Just ask if he's interested to go on a date, or tell a friend to tell him to ask you out. I thought she was being nice. Yes, the bane of our existence. Is she being nice, or is she being nice? Edit. Typo. Worried about ruining a good friendship and making things awkward between us. Only fun girl I know of at the moment work at the same place as I do, and we need to cooperate in the workplace. I never rest where I eat. Most women don't like being pooped on. Most. I've already crafted a persona for her in my head, and if it doesn't match, I get disappointed. I used to struggle with that, but I realized the healthiest way to go about meeting new people is to say fuck it. Whatever happens happens. It's hard to adopt that mindset, but it takes practice to reroute your brain. To quote Robin Williams in Good Will Hunting, this girl you met, she isn't perfect either, but the question is whether or not you're perfect for each other. That's the whole deal. That's what intimacy is all about. Fuck it. Whatever happens happens, dude. I'm moving to a dorm in a week and this quote made me feel better. Thanks. I hope it goes well, dude. Nothing now. Gonna go for it tonight. Edit. She said yes. W. I'm afraid she'll judge me for my lack of sexual experience and tell all her friends how terrible I'm in bed. Have been there too. If she is that kind of person, you at least know that she is not the right one. But maybe she is a real deal and you can learn a bunch from her sexual experience. This is way more likely in my experience. If you know that it is likely that she will judge you, then don't do it. If you don't know her well enough, I would say that you should just try it. You don't have much to lose, honestly. Her friends know, but F them and her. If she judges you for that, and in the worst case you cannot regret that you didn't do it. Regrets are way worse than a rejection or her judging you. Too immature. Still figuring out things for myself. Same. Good luck to both of us. Well, I hear a lot about all the issues women have with men in public, so I don't wanna bother them. I just let them live their lives. They complain about not wanting to be hit on, but won't take charge when they do want to get with someone. What a confusing dynamic. Exposing my vulnerability to them. The idea of showing someone those deep, closeted emotions sends me into dread, causing them to lose interest in the process. Man, I've had my fair share of relationships and hookups, but there was one girl I truly opened up to and was honest, open, and the scariest part, vulnerable. I remember being afraid, but also feeling I was doing the right thing. It was more of a confirmation than anything, because we both knew we liked each other. I was just sealing the deal. It worked, but I'd never do it again. It worked, but I'll never do it again. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. In the long run she used my vulnerability against me, but it was a one-time thing. I can't see myself needing or willing to be vulnerable anymore. She's my ex, and hasn't changed. Roughly 1k miles. You know the thing about 1000 miles is that it is 500 miles and then 500 more. So just get on walking. And we all know that. I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. Just to be that man. Hard walk 1000 miles to fall down at your door. Beda beda da. Your mom doesn't want us to open up the relationship. Had to scroll too far down for this. I like her, but I think she wants something serious, and I don't want that RN. I'm not looking to waste anyone's time. Dude, that's awesome of you, TBH. I hate having my time wasted. I won't get hurt anymore. I hurt just reading this. She's one of my best friends, and don't want the rejection to ruin what we already have. When she gets into a relationship and settles down, eventually you will grow apart and your relationship is likely never gonna be the same again. If you ask her now, she might say no. You'll get over it in a few months, a year, and if she's the right sort of friend, it'll be something you both can laugh about when you're old and have your own lives. It might even be a sweet memory, or she might say yes and that would change your life forever, wouldn't it? No woman has ever shown interest in me in my life, and the women I have shown interest in have all made it clear that they are not interested. Intimacy, dating and sex is just something I observe and hear about, like other people dream about living on a tropical island. Are you at least happy with as fucked as people are today? The best advice is to live for yourself. Do your own thing. Be you. Grow. Don't admire intimacy from the sidelines. Go for a hike. Take yourself to a movie. Go camping. Explore a new hobby without having to worry about making it work with someone else. F the pressures and questions about why you're still single. It's your life, dude. Live it the way you want to. My wife. / this guy's wife. And my wife. All of our wives. But also this guy's wife in particular. We are all this guy's wife on this blessed day.